Hey Peaches, so today I am doing this prom look for you. I am super excited about it. I'm using my new lighting today, so I'm in front of my closet doors, which I'm not a big fan of, but I do love the lighting. I hope that you guys like it too. Give me a thumbs up for finally getting my act together on that. So I think this is going to be my soft glam prom look because the lips are a little much. I do have false lashes on, but I feel like overall this is pretty wearable for all skin tones and it's not super overbearing. The eyeshadow is kind of light, so I think it all evens out. I hope that you guys enjoy this. I'm not going to ramble and let's go ahead and get started. So for this eyeshadow, I'm going to be using pretty much all Morphe brushes. Morphe is definitely my favorite for really everyday use. So the ones I'm going to be using today, only one or two of them actually have a number, and I think that's because I got a big kit that had a lot of these included in them. So the only one that has a number is an M139, and it's the smallest one. I'm going to be using that for my inner corner and just for the outer. And then I'm going to be using the majority of this one. Doesn't have a number on it, but it's just a regular fluffy brush for my crease. And then on top of that, I'm going to actually be using a Sigma E40. This is another blending tapered one just to blend out again. And then I'm also going to be using a flat brush from Morphe for the middle color I have going on here. So I think I'm going to be using the Naked Urban Decay Smoky and the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes that just look like this. These are definitely my favorite. I use this one pretty much every single chance I get, and then this one I use almost every day for at least two colors. So I'm going to start with the Naked Smoky, and I'm going to take that first Morphe that doesn't have a number on it, just the blender. I'm going to use Combust. That is this color right here. This is the color that I pretty much can use like every single day. It's my go-to for a transition and just any little cleanup color. So I'm going to just start with that in the crease. And the only thing I'm doing different about this part is I am taking it from the outer corner and going all the way in. Typically I'll stop about halfway or I won't focus on the inner corner, but since we're going to have all this color on the inner corner as well, we do have to make sure we have a transition color there. So after I get a good bit of that, and I'm thinking that it looks pretty good and blended, here's where I'm going to use my Sigma brush. This is if I just feel like this outer corner is getting a little harsh, and then I'll just clean that up a little bit. I'm having to look at my viewfinder today because I have a mirror on the back of my palette here, but my setup is so different. I'm in front of my closet doors, which I really don't like, but I'm still learning the lighting, so you guys just bear with me. So then for my crease, this is going to be something a little different. It's from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to be taking this color right here that is Semi-Sweet. It kind of looks reddish on camera, but it's really more brown. It does have a little bit of a red undertone to it. And then I'm going to take Cherry Cordial down here. So it's these two colors, and as you can see on camera, this one might look a little bit more purpley, but it's because it's more true to a red color. Taking that same Morphe brush, I'm just going to start dipping into both of these colors just to get a good mix of them. And then I'm just going to lightly start to put that in my crease. You want to try to keep as much of this in your crease and not on your lid as you can. And then I'm just going to start making that nice and blended. And basically all throughout this tutorial, I'm just going to be taking my Sigma brush and cleaning up just like I did on the first step there, just all throughout to make sure that I don't have any little skids or sharp lines or anything like that. And if you're feeling like that's looking a little too harsh, a little too red maybe, you can take Salted Caramel right here, which is another type of a brown, I guess. It kind of has a weird peachy color to it, but just take that on your same brush and just blend over that color, and that's going to help tie everything back together. Going back in with my Sigma, you guys are like, this whole tutorial is just on blending, I think. I'm thinking about doing a Q&A. You guys had requested one, but I don't know the best way to get in contact with you guys because I don't have a ton of followers on Twitter, and I feel like that would be the easiest platform to do a Q&A on. But if you guys still want me to do one, tell me, do you think I should do one on like Instagram, just like post a photo and have you guys comment there your questions, or comment on a video and I answer in another video? I don't know. Just let me know what you are thinking. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way that that looks now. What I'm going to do is take Smolder right here, which has a little bit of brown in it because of what we're about to do, but it is basically just a purpley shimmery color. And then I'm also going to take Semi Sweet from my chocolate bar palette, which is that one that we used a second ago. Do the same thing about dipping back and forth to get a good mix of both colors. And this is the one that I'm going to use my M139 brush that is a little bit stiffer. And then I'm going to put some of that on my outer corner. Just really focus on blending that right there. We're going to take that same color combination and put some of that on the inner corner as well. I have to start kind of high up with this because if I put it too low too quick, my eye just ends up looking like I have a black eye and it's very unattractive. So you can see I'm starting to get a little bit of a shape going here. Okay, so we're looking pretty good so far. Now I'm going to go in with my smoky palette again. I'm going to be using Dirty Sweet. I believe this is what this is called. Yes. Dirty Sweet for the middle of my eye, and then I'm using this color called High for my highlight. So now I'm going to be using this brush that I talked about earlier just for packing on some color. I'm going to take Dirty Sweet, and I'm just going to pat this color on. I'm not swiping it or anything. So I really like how that looks. Now I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with High real quick. So that's pretty much it for eyeshadow. So this is what you are left with. I really like how it looks. I'll probably do my eyeliner and mascara and everything and then blend one final time just to make sure everything still looks meshed together. So for my eyeliner, so I'm going to start with this gel liner. This is from Maybelline and it is just the Eye Studio in the Blackest Black. And then I'm using this cute little brush from Sigma. It is a small angled brush. This is the E65. And really, the only purpose I'm starting with this is so that I can get a good outline of what I want my liner to look like. And for this, I'm going to not do a super thick line on my actual lid, but I am going to take it in a little further than I usually do because I'm putting false lashes on. And then I'm just going to trace out my wing over here. So you can see I don't have a lot of color, but now when I go in with my liquid liner, which I'm going to use my favorite, the Black Buster. This is from L'Oreal, and it is this one that I talk about all the time. I can just kind of go over that line instead of having to worry about getting my wing perfect. So last thing I'm going to do as far as shadow goes, I'm taking another Morphe brush. This one is another one that doesn't have a number, but it is not exactly a pencil brush, but it's super thin and really dense. I'm going to take Salted Caramel, which is that pinkish brown color up here, and I'm going to put some of that on my lower lash line so that we smoke this out a little bit more. As you can see over here, I did choose to do some liner on my waterline, and I feel like this makes that look a lot softer. And then I'm going to take Cherry Cordial to finish that up. For my liner on my waterline, I'm going to be using the 24/7 Velvet from Urban Decay. I've used this almost down to what I cannot use anymore, and this is in Black Velvet if I didn't just say that. I'm just going to line my waterline. The last thing I'm going to be doing is applying some false lashes. So these are from Ardell, and this was the little package they came in, so I'm guessing they're demure. And they're just natural. I don't really know, but I really love these. I used them yesterday, so they already have a little bit of mascara on them, but I just feel like They're really good if you already have long lashes or your lashes kind of cooperate really well and you just want a little bit of like a bump up, like a little enhancement. So this is good because I wore these on purpose to work yesterday to see if anybody would be like, oh, your false lashes look so good, or if they wouldn't notice. And I only had one person ask me, are those real? Because they do blend in so nicely with my other ones. And as you can see, I put mascara on so that they kind of do look a little bit more natural. So I'm just gonna apply these now. I'll be using my Kiss adhesive, which is this one. This one is my favorite to apply lashes with because it unscrews and then it's this little top like this. I honestly have no idea how I'm going to sit to do this, so I don't think I'm going to do this on camera, but I just do this with tweezers, and yeah. Okay, so that is it for the eyes. I'm just going to zoom you guys in even a little bit closer so you can see the whole thing finished, and then I'm just going to put some blush on and finish up my face. So this could definitely go ahead and be your finished look if you guys want the more natural thing and just put on like a gloss or something. I'm going to show you some dark lips, some red though. I'm going to be using the Pilato lip liner. This is in the color Bright Red. And I'm just going to line my lips like normal. So after I get that, I'm just going to shade in the corners. So then I'm going to go on with this matte lipstick from NYX. It's in the color Alabama. It's one of my favorite reds because it is so dark and just like vampy looking. So I'm going to put some of that on. So that completes this tutorial. I hope that you guys super enjoyed it. This was requested and I do have quite a couple more prom makeup tutorials to do for you guys. If there's something specific that you want to see, like a specific color or something, just let me know down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe to my channel here because I do have 4 more giveaways coming up for you guys and I love to just sit and chat with you. So until next time, I hope that you guys have a good week, and if you're going to prom, have fun and be safe. See you guys next Monday. Bye.